an honest review of Subto, end quote. So this guy here on my shoulder above me here is Kyle Cargus. He made a video. I thought, hey, this is interesting. It says the truth. Honest review of Subto. I can already tell you right now, I don't think it's a credible review, and I'm going to explain why. And before I even get to that, let me just show you something real quick here. Let's go in here to Kyle here. Seems like a nice enough guy, but listen to this here real quick.
That's my honest opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you had an experience with Subto? Is it positive? Is it negative? Do you think I'm full of crap? Do you think I'm just making this up?
All right, so look, I'm going to be honest. I think you're kind of full of crap, to be honest. And let's get to it, and I'm going to explain exactly why, with all due respect. I don't really take it lightly saying that, but you asked for it, so I'm giving it to you. So I've been, everybody knows that I am not a fan of Pace Morby. I don't like Subto. It's not, I just don't see anybody making any money in it, including Kyle. So let's take a look at this, and we'll get into it. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, flipanythingusa.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that. All right, you saw my little webinar promo. All right, you saw my little webinar promo. That was actually not intended at the moment. But, all right, so look, this is Kyle Cargus. And listen, if you're new to my, podcast here, I've been investing in real estate for 45 years. I made tens of millions of dollars at it. I have the most successful students you'll ever see. You can go to flipanythingusa.com and you can actually witness and see it. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. I myself did a deal just this week. I probably made $500,000. I'll be showing that to you guys. I've also bought 3 houses in the last 2 months. Probably made almost that much again. So let's get into it. Anybody got any questions you want to get into? You got anything to say? Just put it in here. You can also call in at that number you see, 424-866-7929. But let me get this started. It's actually a short video, so this is really worthwhile because those of you that are actually looking for mentorship, I want you to compare what I have with what Pace Morby has. I actually have some ex-Pace Morby students in my class, and But anyways, I just want to be straightforward here. Take a look at this, and let's get it going.
Welcome to the latest YouTube video where today I'm going to tell you guys about something that I've joined that, to be honest, I want to tell people about, and I was excited to join, but I also don't want the stamp. That's called the Subto community.
And I don't blame him.
All right, guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kyle Cargus. I'm a real estate investor. Today's topic, I'm going to talk to you about a very specific community that I've joined that, to be honest, I'm a little bit hesitant in sharing up until now. That community is called the Subto community, which was started by Pace Morby. He doesn't like to be known as like, oh, it's his community, it's everyone's community. And I will tell you that's pretty darn accurate. I've never been part of a group mentorship community like this before, but I was hesitant to share, and let me tell you why. I was hesitant to share because when you join something, you get stamped that way, as if you're a product of it, which we're technically a product of everything that we do, right? And it has become a large part of my investing strategy. However, I've been investing for a long time.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there because this is very interesting. He said it's a big part of what he does. Now, I've already watched this video, and I didn't see him demonstrate that he's made any money with this. And this is the thing that really frustrates me when I see people that like this, it's like the truth, like Pace Morby exposed. And then you get in there, and it's just kind of a shill. It's kind of a shilling. Somebody, just simply, finding a way to reach people to say positive things. So that's my problem with it. So anyways, and he's going to go on to tell you that he actually is a commission sales guy. Basically, he says, go to my link and I'm going to make a little bit of money on it. But you know what? That already destroys your credibility as giving an honest review of the Subto community because you're basically getting paid. So let's take a look.
16 years, right? I started off with no money, just getting a long-term rental after turning my primary residence into a long-term rental. And then I've done everything, Airbnb, midterm rentals. We do a bunch of house flips even today. And I even paid a real estate coach to teach me seller financing. So you're constantly learning, growing.
Okay, yeah. And also, first of all, there's so little to what he just described. I don't know why you have to pay somebody. And sub 2, there's even less.
From what you were before and evolving and adding more tools into your tool belt. When the market started correcting here in about 2022, right? The interest rate started going up. I said, I need to add sub 2, which is taking over more existing mortgages from other people. I need to add that into my tool belt.
Yeah, so I appreciate him being a noob and wanting to learn this information, and I consider him noob because he's already diving into a bunch of stuff that really a pro doesn't really get into, to be quite honest. But let's keep listening.
And so I looked up, I researched sub 2, and I joined. And
okay, now so on that, so check this out. He said I researched sub 2, I looked into sub 2, and I joined. Now let me just say I've been critical of Pace Morby, and one of the reasons is because the student testimonials are absolutely horrendous. If you take a look, I did a video, okay, a while back, and you see these people here, right? This little gal, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, all talking about doing nothing, not making any money, not really, in other words, there was 45-second clips where there's one guy in here, God, he's just funny as hell. But anyways, this guy here, whatever, this guy here, and I listen, I don't take it lightly. I'm not really trying to criticize these people, but these people are the people that were in this video that I did before, and I have all this recorded. Most of them never even made a deal. This is a success story. You see up here at the top, Pace Morby. This is where you click on and you would go to his success page. Guess what? Pace Morby, since I pointed all this out and showed all the miserable non-success testimonials that were on that page, guess what he did? He got rid of them. Now, all those videos where people said, 45-second clip, I just got in the class and I can't wait to make money. That was a testimonial. Now he's down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I remember some of these guys, even these guys, vague and don't really speak, nothing that would compel you to do anything. Nothing at all. So again, when he says he went in on this site, presumably he saw what I saw. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you do it? And he doesn't really explain any reason why he did. But let's keep watching.
I am ever so grateful I did. The honest truth, I now buy lots of sub 2 investment properties.
And let me just say something about if you buy a lot of sub 2 properties. If you bought $1 billion using the sub 2 strategy that Pace has shown, you could very likely have a negative equity. You could have a $1.25 billion debt against your $1 billion in real estate, because he's an advocate of taking properties for the interest rate, not for the equity. He's got a thing, as students will say, equity comes, equity goes, but the cash flow is a stupid statement. The kids that say it, and I consider this guy a kid too, to me, I'm 64. It's a joke. It's a joke. The bank will laugh you out of the bank. They won't even take you seriously. So let's keep listening.
2 weeks ago, I bought 4 that I'm holding on to now. We're buying 2 more this week, and I'm going under contract for 2 more this week for 30 days from now.
Yeah, big deal. Why? What's the deal? So listen, a lot of times if these guys will say they go to an agent, look for a listing that they can't get rid of, they can't sell. Look, you want a property that nobody else wants, and then you dig in and you find out, well, there's a 4% interest rate. But they're upside down in the mortgage. It's not worth what they owe. And then people think, oh, well, this is great. I have shit credit. I can't buy anything. I'll go ahead and take over this property that has 0 equity because it has a 4% interest rate. Terrible idea. And then you can go maybe get a gator lender and you can borrow money from a handful of people, and now they're going to loan you money on a property that you're already upside down or just nearly upside down on. It's ridiculous. But let's keep watching.
So you can see, you can really leverage the new things that you learn. It plays a huge part of all of my investments. So I am super grateful for the Subto community. When people ask me, oh, you're part of the Subto community, would you join? Personally, I would. I just spent an hour and a half on the phone with a good friend of mine from back as a child. You know, used to go to church with him. And he's asking me all these questions. Okay, in fact, he looked into Subto about 2-3 years ago, I believe, and has never pulled the trigger. And right now he's considering joining. Even though at the end of our conversation, he's not going to be joining Subto quite yet, it was very interesting
Don't do
to
it,
see his
dude.
perspective, and I'm very glad that I was able to share with him these exact thoughts, right? Now, here's what you need to know. You need to know that if you join Subto and don't do anything, nothing's going to change. You're just going to be more poor because you just paid for something. So when you join Subto, you're not going to get an official coach signed to you and say, hey, these are your exact next steps, and hold your hand and guide you all the way.
So there, I like that. Guess what? When you get in my community, you do get a coach. Me. You get me. And when you take a look at my testimonials and the people that you go to flipanythingusa.com, I want you to go to a real success page, right? Go in here and you will see students that have become millionaires, okay? This gentleman here, he's now has a 49,000 square foot retail center. This one here has several retail centers. This one has a couple of garages. This guy here has earned about $5 million as near as he can calculate, probably more. It's been a while since I talked to him. Eric here, over 800,000. Liam here, a millionaire now. Fantastic people. You would be so lucky to be in such a community of winners. And no bullshit. You're not going to have, the lady that makes cookies trying to coach you and tell you what to do when she doesn't know what to do. Those are her own words, by the way. This is not a direct quote, but I'm pretty much telling you exactly what she did. Explain. So let's get back to this. Yeah, and like I say, go back to these here. These handful here you would see if you went to the video where I actually looked at the student success compared. Handful of them are in there, but he got rid of 80% of them because 80% of them were an absolute obvious zero. They stated that they didn't make any money. Urge you to take a look at it. I got a video out there that kind of shows most of that. Anyways, let's get back to Kyle here.
No, you're in control. This community is very much, you need to man up, you need to grow, you need to take charge.
Yeah, bullshit. Man up. You know what? Kyle, you still haven't given anybody a reason. You say you've done these deals, but you're like everybody else that talks about Subto that I've run into. You're saying it's great, you should do it, with no compelling reason why. Show us the HUD or you're a dud. That's what Pace Morby used to say. Show me a HUD or you're a dud. I say, I'll show you a HUD. Show me yours. No HUDs. They have nothing that I've seen. Nobody's ever produced anything. It's just all been talk. It's like an adult kiddie ride. They're getting on the hamster wheel, a bunch of adults spinning their wheels. I don't like it. And Kyle, you sound just like one of them, but you're not giving any reason why anybody should do anything. Let's keep watching.
However, you will have endless videos. You will have tons of people that know what they're talking about. And I always
bullshit. You show me people that know what they're talking about. Even yourself, you haven't shown me that you know what you're talking about.
Recommend to join a team or something so you can actually learn from people that have the experience so you can replicate, right, what they're already doing. Personally, I think it has a bunch of value. In fact, you might even be able to get a discount. I do have a link. I will probably earn a little bit of money from it.
Oh, he just might maybe make a little bit of money on it. He's pointing. This already destroys your credibility. Listen, you're telling people, you're kind of backpedaling as you say it, but you're basically telling people that, hey, yeah, I believe in it. It's great, and yeah, I might make a little bit. You go to my link below, and I'll get a piece of the action. Listen, imagine joining a mentorship, and your sole purpose is to shill the program for somebody else. In other words, you're shilling it because you get a piece of the action. So again, you kind of contaminated yourself. You kind of ruined your credibility on this, Kyle, and I mean that with the highest respect. And I'd be glad to have you on my show, and you can explain yourself, no problem. But this smells. It just smells. And because you can't really give a non-biased opinion when you're making money. I teach that to all my students. Never trust an agent. An agent stands to take a commission from you. Never trust anybody's advice when they're going to make money off of you. You should never do it. You never trust but verify. And so anyhow, let's let Kyle finish up here.
That's up to you if you want to use it. I will put the link down below in the description. If you want to use it, it might save you some money. Feel free. If you don't.
Might save you some money. Might save you some money. Might cost you some money if you join.
call directly, do whatever. But my opinion is I would join Subto. Ask this question. If you're going to go become a basketball player, are you going to be able to become an NBA professional basketball player without being around other really good players? You always hire a coach. Now, Subto isn't necessarily hiring a coach, you're hiring basically a community. People that
a community of people that don't know what they're doing. A community of people that are lost from what I have seen. And listen, if you don't think so, listen to people that are actually in it. Say, show me what you've made. Show me the money. Kyle, show us what you've made. You just said you got all kinds of stuff and now you're buying property, but you're not giving one reason why anybody should join. It's the same old fluff that I hear from everybody else. Oh, it's great. You should do it. What? Did you make any money? Bye. So anyways.
That can get your back and teach you whatever you want to know. So that's my honest opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you had an experience with Subto? Is it positive? Is it negative? Do you think I'm full of crap? Do you think I'm just making this up?
I kind of think you're full of crap. Let's go ahead and here, and I'm just going to go ahead and write a note here. Hi, Kyle. I don't buy it. I'll be nice. Show us where you made some money other than commissions on new students. Okay, so hopefully he asked for it, right? He asked for it, and you guys can see if he left it up there and see how he responds. And you should be put on the spot. And it's not bad. I don't mean any ill will, but you're the one who asked for it, and you should be able to back it up. Anyways, so, hey, those of you that are watching, sincerely interested in making money in real estate, I'll give you a quick tour here real quick. I've been doing this for 45 years. I have extremely successful students. You can see I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. And every Thursday, I have a 7 p.m. Central webinar. So go see Pace Morby, go watch his stuff, and then go see mine. Don't buy either one until you compare the two. Compare the students, compare the success, compare the mentors, number one. Okay? But compare the students, number one. Really? You know what? You can judge a good school by its students, right? A good school by its students. That's, listen, I have 4 kids. And I look at a school before I put my kids in there. You can have the best teacher in the world. If the students are terrible, my kid ain't going to that school. So anyways, that's it. I was going to do a call here as well. I got a feeling I didn't make this public, so I may have to republish this video. But those of you that are watching, hey, listen, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I know there's a lot of choices out there, but you got to compare. You're going to get robbed if you don't. Take a look at Pace. Look at him. Look at his history. Go look at Reddit. Read better. Go to Better Business Bureau. Take a look at what people have to say about him. Take a look. But number one is look at the students. The students, when you just judge it by the caliber of the students. Okay, that's all I'll say. I'll be nice today. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you. Hopefully, see you in a webinar this Thursday. And get my book. If you haven't got my book, you got to get my book. It's cheapest, best money you'll ever spend. You can get it on Amazon right now. It's been a bestseller on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. Wake Up and Smell the Real Estate. Wake up and smell the real estate. You'll be glad you did. And believe me, I got a lot of students that are really glad they did as well. So talk to you soon and hope to see you in a webinar. Thanks for watching. You want to learn how to make millions of dollars in real estate? I've made tens of millions over my lifetime, and I'm showing people how to do it. Get in my free webinar. I have it every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Go to the link below, flipanythingusa.com/webinar. Sign up for it. You can talk to me face to face if you want. Don't waste any time. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You don't want to miss my channel. I've been doing it for years.